That's Jacoby.
My uncle found this in his attic when he moved it years ago, and he kept it.
It picked me to be the one behind the wheel. Why? Because I'm compromised. They know I'll question it. They'll use my guilt to tweak the algorithm, make it colder, faster.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. Today's compilation includes a bunch of strange videos that will question your reality. And like always, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. Also, share this video with folks that enjoy this type of content. But without further ado, let's get it.
The car's on self-driving and it hit a squirrel. Like, it didn't stop with all these cameras around it. Why did you hit the squirrel?
Because it wasn't me, not the real me. The car. It's got this subroutine. They call it adaptive response. Sounds innocent, right? But it's not. It's a kill switch. When the sensors pick up anomaly, like a squirrel that doesn't bolt like normal, it overrides. Not to save it, to learn from it. To log every twitch, every last second flinch. And yeah, it picked me to be the one behind the wheel. Why? Because I'm compromised. They know I'll question it. They'll use my guilt to tweak the algorithm, make it colder, faster. So no, I didn't hit it. I just watched it happen. And now every time I blink, I see fur on the grill.
That's a little psycho.
Psycho? Nah, just awake. You think it's normal to drive a car that chooses death over mercy? That logs every splatter like it's science? That's not crazy. That's what they want you to call it. So you keep your eyes on the road and not on the code. But hey, if you want to stay sane, pretend the squirrel was a glitch. Pretend I wasn't even here. Easier that way.
That's, yep, a little scary.
I don't think it's normal to have any conversation with your car, especially at this level. And for the mere fact it lacks sympathy for the squirrel, don't get it mad because it may take over your driving capability. I'm not sure if Leonardo DiCaprio is playing a prank, but his right hand is like double the size of his left.
Están confirmando que no van a ser partidistas. Firman el juramento que ellos están confirmando que no van a ser partidistas.
Either that's the best green screen effect or this guy came from a different dimension.
That's Jacoby.
My uncle found this in his attic when he moved it years ago, and he kept it. What y'all think? This kind of creepy.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. The day he was born. Where he from? Homo. It don't say where he from.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but I doubt those guys with the big black eyes and the gray suits will have you contain them in the jar.
They're pretty. They look great just like that.
What?
Bernardo made these. They're little fingers that grow out of the ears with the fingernails. It looks like this something that came out of a science lab, right? We grew these. We grew them in our science lab. Oh, they're so pretty. They're so cute, aren't they?
Do you have a name for this?
I haven't come up with one yet. I didn't. That didn't occur to me.
You have nails?
Ear
No.
nails. Okay. Well, I'll credit.
I mean, yeah, it's Rick Owens. I'm not too surprised, but what is going on with him? What are they doing, making a lab and talking about some ears and stuff like that? This is like really weird right here. Like, bro, something's really going on, because who just thinks of something like that? I just can't wrap my head around it, bro. What?
At this point, I'm convinced that he's just tired of the regular, normal fashion.
Why is there salt on my floor?
Because witches can't cross salt, and I'm playing Call of Duty.
Wait, does that actually work?
If you gotta go as far as pouring salt on the floor just to play COD in peace, he might as well leave the relationship.
Y'all may have already saw this, but there ain't no way that Elon designed the Tesla truck after a dumpster in India in 1968. I just don't believe that one bit. Now, if somebody has ever been to India or was there in 1968, can they confirm that this would be a dumpster? I mean, I looked everywhere for this. Why would it have that many wheels? I mean, it does look like a dumpster. not the Tesla truck, but like this is obviously a dumpster. But somebody's playing a joke. So I had to go online, and I spent an absurd amount of time trying to find like a dumpster from 1968 in India, which is, come to find out, basically impossible. Was there even internet in India in 1968? Was there even internet at all in 1968? When was the internet invented? This is the closest thing I found. I don't know if it's in India, but it does kind of look like a Cybertruck.
Somebody has to be playing a joke because that picture of the India dumpster truck looked way too crisp and clear to be from 1968.
Your location is no longer private, even if you toss away your phone. There's technology that reads how Wi-Fi signals move through a home. The tech sees how the signals bounce off of you, and it creates a map of your location inside of your house. Meaning a person walking through a room or sitting down, pacing around at night, can create a detectable pattern through signal disturbances in the Wi-Fi. So even if your phone's off, even if your laptop is closed, even if you're doing nothing online, your presence can still become data, trackable to those with the right tech. And there's similar technology using radio signals or radar that can reportedly detect microscopic body movement from a distance, breathing, chest movement, even a heartbeat. The days of hide and seek are over. People with the right tech can see you anywhere you are, through walls even. It's an insane reality we live in. People still think privacy means don't post too much online about your personal life. Meanwhile, simply existing physically can create a trackable signature. As a lawyer, this opens up a massive legal and ethical mess. Should it be a crime to possess this data without a person's knowledge and permission? Soon we may have, for example, fitness companies targeting people who are clearly more active in their home, or say food companies targeting people who are more sedentary. What's going to happen when companies start storing movement patterns inside homes the same way apps store your search history? I bet it becomes totally normal. An uproar at first, but then everybody gets over it, and the goalposts move. No reasonable person thinks about their Wi-Fi and says, oh, my body movement inside my house can potentially be mapped. Good. We used to leave footprints only when we touched and used technology. Now people can leave a digital footprint by just existing.
Imagine being late for work or you left the house or handling something urgent and you run into a bunch of Waymo cars that's taking forever in a day to make a decision.
My mind is officially blown. Have you all seen the video circulating the internet right now with two women walk up to a fire hydrant in a city? I'm not sure the city. They take this transmitter box, they wrap a bunch of wires around the top of it, and supposedly it's grounded and connected somehow electrically. And they connect this box to the fire hydrant with a wire, and then they proceed to make a mobile phone call from a fire hydrant in 1920. I thought cell phones came out in the 1980s or the 1990s, but these women are on video in black and white making a phone call with this box. It looks like a giant cell phone. If you haven't checked this out, you better look it up, because just when I thought things were getting weird, they continue to get weirder. Look up 1920 phone or 1920 mobile phone, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Technology's been out there. We just didn't know about it.
This could either be a cell phone or a radio, but there's no way a modern telecommunication company would lobby for this fire hydrant technology.
If Stevie Wonder can't see, what is he doing at the movie theaters? Huh? What is he doing at the movie theaters? How is he able to watch this movie? I don't know what's going on here, guys. I don't know if he can see it or not.
I like how he has his shades on looking right at the camera for the group picture.
There are people here that have the ability to predict the future. And this man I'm about to show you might be one of them. This man walked up on somebody's car and said that on July 15th at 6 p.m., we're going to have a worldwide earthquake. And that's not the scary part. Then he says on August 29th at 6 p.m., Jesus Christ is coming back to judge the world. You heard what I just said? But you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. I need you to pay attention to how confident this man is. Listen.
What you say gonna happen? Worldwide earthquake, July 15th at 6 p.m. Judgment begins at the house of God, August the 29th at 6 p.m. Jesus Christ returns to judge the world and end it.
Listen.
Wait, come here. And what's gonna happen though? Worldwide earthquake. What do you know what today's day is? Yes, I do. What it is? 23rd. Of what? Of May. And what's gonna happen? July the 15th at 6 p.m. How many days left? 52. Alright.
Wow.
Yeah. You're an angel. Angel sent you down here.
The question I have is, why did he walk away like that when that man asked if he was an angel? Now, I'm not saying that man was telling the truth, but why was that man so confident in what he was saying? And if you remember, a man overseas, I will not say his name, built a boat that resembled Noah's Ark. And he said that Jesus Christ was coming back too. And he was just as confident. Maybe they know something we don't know.
Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, but the Bible does explain terrible earthquakes in the last days, but no one knows the day or the hour when God returns.
So I'm absolutely convinced that they're messing with time, okay? Let me show you something. I set this clock when the time changed. I had to move it back, right? So it's 11:45, almost 46, right? Now, let me show you something. These clocks I set to the same time, 11:45, almost 46. But when I look at the time on my iPhone, let me see if I have another, here, use my other phone. Look at this. 23:52. 7 minutes off. And that's within a matter of 6 months. Look at this. 45, 45, 45. Why would I go out of my way to set all these 7 minutes off? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. 52. I would do it, maybe 10 minutes, but I would do it ahead. Why would I want to be late everywhere I go? Answer me that.
I've experienced the same thing. Like, I've set my watches at numerous occasions to reflect the same time as my iPhone, but then weeks or months down the road, my iPhone always seems to be ahead by over 5 minutes.
So this Stargate project will be creating data centers all over the country. That's how they're going to make America efficient for AI to control the infrastructure. These data centers will have the new quantum processing units that they're developing so they can run a tremendous amount of data so they can keep track of everything that is bought or sold, what everyone is doing. These data centers, Trump is fast tracking. Once America's currency goes digital, these data centers can track that as well. So how can we be sure, again, that these electronic currency has to do with the mark of the beast? Let's look at Revelation 13, verse 18, American King James. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and the number is 666. A score is 20, 60 is 60 years. The beast and his mark can be identified by a number, that is 666. We are told to watch out for that number to help us identify the beast. There exists a newly patented technology that fits all the criteria for implementing the mark of the beast. Microsoft has received a patent number, W02020060606. Was given this number for a biometric chip. So let's look at the number first. The number is W0, and it's 2020. W0 refers to the fact that the patent is worldwide. 2020 is the year the patent was established. The last part of that number is given at random by the government. 060606. Well, 06 is often how we write the number 6 if we're working in 2-digit format, which this is. 06 is the number 6. 3 of them make the number 666, which is the number of the beast according to Revelation 13. This is a worldwide patent that has the number, that is the number of the mark of the beast. Microsoft, who holds that patent, is an investor in Stargate. That's right. They're part of the building of those data centers. That $500 billion project. The product is called Cryptocurrency System Using Body Activation Data, which they claim will connect people to a server where the data can be exchanged, monitor the movements and the activities of the people, and hold online currency for each person. That is the chip they're designing. They suggest for it to be placed in the hand. This will be accomplished through a micro-needling technology, a big giant needle that is implanted right under the skin between the data centers and the mark of the beast, the chip and the cryptocurrency. Trump has arranged it so that America can be ready for the tribulation and to submit to the beast.
These data centers might be the biggest problems that nobody's taking serious right now, because they're not just buildings. These data centers are massive machines eating water, electricity, and land. Everybody keeps talking about AI like it's just something on your phone. ChatGPT, robots, apps, video, but nobody talks about what has to be built behind the scenes to keep these things running. These data centers need insane amounts of power. They also need water to cool the systems. They need land. They need infrastructure. And the bigger AI gets, the more facilities they're gonna build. Now think about what that means for regular towns. That's power grids getting strained, water being pulled away, heat being pushed into areas, and the people living in these areas might not realize how serious these data centers are until they're already built. And this is where it starts feeling dark, because these billion-dollar tech companies are building the future, but regular people might be the ones paying the price. Higher bills, less water, more heat, and more pressure on these communities that never agreed to become a part of this AI experiment. And honestly, the question that people need to start asking is simple. Are these data centers really being built for convenience? Or are they building the infrastructure for a world where AI controls more than you think? Because think about this. If AI keeps growing at this speed, the data centers are not going away. They're going to multiply. And by the time people realize what they're taking from us, it may be too late.
I've heard of retail locations of Walmart, Walgreens, Big Lots, CVS shutting down for restructuring purposes. I wonder if the plan is to really build data centers.
Check this out. The 2026 NBA champions are supposed to be the San Antonio Spurs. This is a leaked script. So far, it's been very, very accurate. You let me know your opinion in the comment section.
This list was probably created during the OKC and Spurs series with the assumption that the Knicks would lose if they face the Spurs. But knowing how stacked the Spurs is, I would think the same thing. I'm not sure how anyone could leave a concert like this and not feel unsettled. The Weather Channel logo is on this video, but I'm not sure if this sky pattern is natural or artificially formed.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So my eyes are blue, right? Yeah. All right, so watch what happens when I spend some time in the sun. I'm gonna cover this eye for you guys. But just a couple more seconds. That should be about good. We're going to come back inside. I'm going to keep that eye closed. And my eyes turn brown in the sunlight.
She probably has transition contacts because I don't think the human eye can change colors based on sun exposure, but let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So you do face unlock on your phone?
Yeah.
Have you ever not been looking at it, but the moment your eyes move to the screen, it unlocks?
Yeah.
There's an infrared camera on the top of your phone that if you were to peel the infrared filter off of any one of these cameras here, your phone 3 times a second is taking a picture of your face. And this is why when you scan into your phone, you do this.
Yeah.
So it's that like kind of no matter what angle you're at, you can unlock your phone. But then there's this attention setting where maybe you don't want your phone to accidentally unlock there. So it's waiting for the cat's eyes rebound of the infrared light on the back of your eye, and it sees it right there. Well, Meta goes, oh, cool. So I know where you're looking, right? So when you're scrolling on Instagram, I know where your eyes are.
Gosh.
It's called a heat map. So I know what you're attending to. I know
Oh my gosh. How did I not
about.
know this? I feel like an idiot for not realizing they must have that technology, but that's wild.
All of these things are working together to create a profile on you to make a better customer out of you. All of that stops when you shift your...
I wonder if the Meta scanning works on all iPhones or the ones that only have the facial recognition unlock option activated.
All right. It is May 21st, 2026, and I'm in Southwest Missouri, and look at that. That looks like a tick box, right? Yeah, y'all tell me, what the crud is that? Looks like a tick box. I mean, come on. Come on, TikTok, come on, Instagram, come on, Facebook, YouTube, let me know what that is. That looks like a tick box. Billy Gates. Yeah.
I think that tick box is meant for capturing opposed to releasing them, but having a sizable box like this in the middle of nowhere is suspicious.
Why are their faces covered up on these statues? Right? Why is that? And why are half of their bodies gone on these statues? Shh. Who did that? Come on. Not only that, guys, but after 3,000 years, how are those colors not faded? Something to think about. Shh. Don't say it. Why would they mess those statues up like that, guys? Why would they cover their faces so we don't know who they are, right? Why would they cut off half of their bodies? Who was that? Why would they do that? And you know who I'm talking about when I say they. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purpose only. I'm just asking the same question that everybody else is asking. Shh. Shut up. Why? Because probably what was there could give us clarity of was there before. And what's been going on in this matrix system for so long. So they had to cover it up. They covered the face. Who was that face? Who were those people? Because ain't nobody gonna make a statue of somebody that didn't exist, right? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game, right, guys? You know what it is. Shut up. And about those carvings, the color looked so fresh, like somebody did it yesterday. You can't get rid of something that belongs there, no matter what you do. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game, right, guys? You know what it is. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm ever out there and I see somebody covering up a statue's face, not on my watch.
Carving up a statue's face is already foul, but removing the torso is taking it way too far. This Brazilian statue is meant to replicate the Statue of Liberty, so for their reconstruction, they gotta make sure it's built to withstand a regular wind gust.
1000元。
谢谢哥哥。
我这都是你是吗？
你好呀，哥哥。
你好啊，想我了吗？
当然想你了。
哎，手头有点紧呐。我发你红包。
好的。
支付宝到账1000元。
谢谢哥哥。
我这都是你是吗？怎么长这样啊？
哎呦，没颜掉了，等会儿。
She was better off putting a bunch of makeup on than relying on the filter. But hey, we'll end the video here. As always, thank you for the support, but before you leave, hit the like button and sub up. Let me know what you think about any of those clips in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.